him Ghairi Maghdubi Alaihim Waladolin. Amen. All thanks and glorifications are to Almighty Allah. We thank Almighty Allah for His mercy, for His blessing, and for His kindness. Almighty Allah, we thank you, we appreciate you, and we glorify your name. Because without controversy, everything has been fixed into every corner of the world in order to make life a better place for all and sundry. We thank you, Almighty Allah, for making our life a meaningful. And again, I want to, extend my prayer to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May the blessing of Allah be upon him, his household, his companions, and all Muslims in general. May Almighty Allah bless us together. Now we want to talk about the women spiritual role in a human society, and I would like you to listen attentively. I would like you to pay spontaneous attention. So, and again, I would like to also advise, after the listening to the presentation, we should do whatever we can do within our reach to make sure that we put everything into practice. Is for our benefit. When we are talking about secret, for example, or spiritual, spiritual is derived from spirit. Spiritual is carved out from a spirit, and when we are saying spirit, we are referring to a particular force, that regulates human behavior to react in a particular way. Then this spirit we are talking about, also we have two types of it. We have a evil spirit, and we have a holy spirit. But this time around, we'll be limiting our talk to only the holy spirit. So, and when we are saying this, women are blessed with spiritual weapon, even from the beginning of the world. Because some people are looking down women. Even you man that you are looking at me, how do you treat your wife at home? How do you react to your female children at home? Do you think that they are nothing? Let me tell you something this time around. There's nothing man can do. There's no any achievement man can achieve in life without effort of women or of a woman around you. Now, when we look at the beginning of the world, Prophet Adam, who happened to be the first, man on earth, was put into paradise. He was living there. But when got to a time, he requested from Allah that, please, I cannot do it. I can't live like this. I can't live alone. I can't do it alone. So I need somebody like a partner. I need somebody who can back me up. He requested from Allah, and Allah granted his prayer. That was where he was given his wife, Nana Awawu. You too need your wife in your operation in life, because of the natural power happens to be the spiritual, which has been bestowed into women. So now, after that, God revealed a particular, message to Prophet Adam, to tell him that you, Adam, and your wife, stay, live together, and do things together. That to say, man and woman have to be together, have to do things together. And when we are saying this, as we have said earlier state that we are going to discuss the spiritual role of women around the human society. Okay, now, Islamically, we limit the function of a woman to home, because it is believed that if you have a good home, then we can now have a good society, because home give birth to society, because family is a cornerstone of society. So in order for us to have a good surrounding, in order for us to have a good society, there's need for us to build our home well. And remember, we have something known as education. We have types of educations, but remember, we have informal education, we have formal education. Informal education, that's the one that take place at home, which mother happen to be the teacher. You know, the home teachers are mothers, because mothers are the one that give the first education to every child in the world, even before going to school to receive that formal education. And we are saying that if women perform this role, perform this spiritual role upon the family, then when the family is well built, that to say we are going to have a good society, we are going to have a peaceful society. So what I'm saying now is that women in the world should know that the major role, their major role on earth is to perform their spiritual role, to assist their family, to assist, and equally to assist society. But by the time women fail to perform this action or to perform this role at home, then we have a state of anarchy here and there. Then we have things unorganized because they have failed to perform their role. So I want to advise all the women to make sure that they do whatever they can do within their reach to have the power, so that we can have a good home. Then later we have a good society, because they are the one that gave birth to society. Let me tell you something again. You know, women, they are the manufacturer. Women, they are the industries. They are the one that produce human on earth. Nobody can come to this earth without their effort. Because human beings are manufactured in the womb of women. So as a result, they have unlimited role to play in the woman personality development, in the growth of the world. They have unlimited role to play. So I want to urge all the women in the world to do whatever they can do to make sure that they have all this power. And I want to tell you, you man that you are looking at me, or you men that you are listening to me this afternoon, if you are having any problem, if you are facing any calamity, your wife beside you should be carried along, because you have your wife that you are seeing have power to replace your sorrow with joy, to replace your fear with protection. What you need to do is to make your wife happy. Make your wife happy, then you see the sign of a positive transformation in your life. So what I was saying is that women in the world should notice this and make sure they put it into practice. Then not only that, if you go through the history of Islamic agenda, if you go through the history, you are going to notice some things which I would like us to also benefit from. Look at the first time that the fair revelation revealed to Muhammad Sallam. Remember the story. Muhammad used to isolate himself from Mecca to a particular place called Hira. And that Hira environment, there's the one calf that he used to hide himself in it. So was one of these visiting day that Angel Jibril for the first time, Angel Jibril just came down to him, and I told him, I said, read, Ikra, read. Then he said, what shall I read? Because I have not been taught. I have not been taught. How can you ask me what I have not been taught? So on the day, he found it difficult to even give the answer. But at the end of the day, with the help of God, he was able to produce answer to that questions. So, and because of that fear, because of that impromptu, because of that unusual action of that angel to him, he has to run home. And when he got to the home, what happened? Do you know what happened? What happened is that his wife has to call him. Okay, come, what happened to you, my husband? Then Muhammad explained. Okay, said, if that is GBTK, don't worry, there is a solution to all problems in the world. So there is a solution from your wife to your problem that you are facing. Remember Prophet Musa alayhi salam? Musa has been going up and down with that stick that he used for his cattle rearing. He has been going up and down. But a particular day, when he got to a particular place, Allah told him that, drop down that your stick. Then Musa dropped down the stick. God told him that, okay, take the stick again. He took the stick. After taking the stick transformed to become a snake. And Musa used that stick to solve all his life problems. What I'm saying is that you two that you are looking at me, your wife can serve as a problem solver into your life if you really take care of her and you really identify her and really use it appropriately. So Muhammad on the day was taken to that was taken to Khadija took Muhammad to that is to that to that her uncle called Warako. It was Warako that narrated the whole thing to Muhammad, to tell him that please, you have become a last prophet of Allah, and what you have been given is known as a Quran. So, and that day again, Warako has to thank God, because 20 years to that time, 20 years to that day, Warako has seen that God revealed such thing to someone, that somebody, came in and become a last prophet. Warako has to pray to God that God should spare his life. So he thanked God on that day that God spared his life to witness the event, even sight the person with his eyes. So it was now Warako that told Muhammad that don't worry, you have become a sealer. You have become a last prophet of Allah on the surface of the earth. And what you have been given is known as Quran. And it's going to be coming down in a piecemeal. He even told him the years that the revelation is going to last to. He told him that you are going to receive this thing for the 23 years, which later became a reality. What I'm saying that you can see the role that Khadija played on that day, to solve to solve her husband problem. So what you are saying, many happen like that. You can see the wife of Pharaoh called Ashiata. Had it been Pharaoh listened to his wife's advice, it should have not become destroyed, as he later be destroyed in the Holy Quran, because Ashiata embraced the commandments of Allah through Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, and he want to try to apply this to solve her husband's problem on the day, but he did not listen. So this also happened to many men on the world. They don't listen to their wife to even gain, to use that spiritual power in their wife to solve their problem. So what we are saying now is that we should try to put all this into practice. Women in the world, the role you are there to play is to make sure that you build your home very well, so that we can have a good society, we can have a peaceful society. Then if you want to have this, I have this point for you. Number one thing you are going to do, you women, is to have a God conscience. Consciousness of Allah is number one for you to have. You have to fear God. By the time you fear God here and there, then other things will come down to you. By the time you fear God, then other nations will bow for you. So after fearing God, God will now do what? God will now, then you now have a closeness. It make you to be close to your God. Then whatever you say will become true. Whatever you want will become true. Whatever you hate will just go away from you. Then by the time you have this, God will now make you a visionary person. Then you can able to be seen beyond present situation. Then you use this weapon to build your home. To train your children before going out to have a formal education, as I've said initially. Then to also assist your husband. So after having all this, you don't have any problem anymore. So that is what we are here to say this time around. And I want to advise us, this is our first edition. In coming edition is going to be second edition. We'll be having more. May Almighty Allah assist us to apply this thing in our day-to-day activities. Allahumma rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim. Allahumma rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiud du'a. Allahumma rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirat hasanatan wa qina azabannar. Once again, my name is Dr. S. Azan Tanimawo, the founder of Islamic Foundation, Mowi branch. God bless you. Thank you.